Why should I get weary? Tell me why should I? Why should I? Eh, no way. Lord, 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 the Lord is so heavy. Oh yeah. I'm moving on. Yes, I'm moving on. No.
Edson Ajamu Mitchell, and I was born and raised right here in Mamakan. Unfortunately, the big lady, the boss lady down at Mount Pure Water, she was raised right up the hill from by me. We went to school together. That's Rolanda Marquin.
I believe so much in this water because I knew how ill I was before I started to drink the water. So I have 100% confidence in it. The first result I saw was with my brother, but I thought if I was to publish it, everyone would say, it's because of your brother. What do I expect to say? And Ajamu and I grew up together in the same village as children. We went to the same school. And when I heard what he was going through, I went to him and I said, listen, please try the water. And he was happy to try it. I've been trying it over a year ago. We keep in touch and he's saying exactly what Ajamu is saying. This is the result we are getting all over.
I landed up in a hospital bed in Virginia Beach where my family lives there, have a home back there. And my wife came to get me out of Toronto after I went in and out of the hospital on about 3 different occasions. And they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So my wife decided that she was gonna come and get me, in spite that the order from the doctor was I was not fit to travel. Get back to Virginia. I was picked up at the airport by ambulance, and taken to the hospital. And I was hospitalized for a couple of weeks. They discovered that I was infected by a disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome, and they call it GBS for short. In order to deal with that, you got to be not just mentally strong, but also spiritually, and more spiritually than mentally, because there are days when I get up and like I'm just in a different place, in terms of how I feel, to take a particular medication, which included steroids. And when I was told about the downsides towards that, which they said was going to help me with a faster recovery, but the downside, I think it was a risk not worth taking for me. Presently, I'm not taking any prescribed medication, and my blood pressure, everything is, I'm just having a normal life, But exercises is very important, and your diet as well, because what I was told, there are these main 2 facial nerves that run down here, and what that disease do is like the nerve it's like a wire, right? So there is this like an insulation, the electrical wire have an insulation around it. So that's how they explain it to me. So what that disease does is it eats away the insulation over the nerve. So the nerve become exposed, and that's the reason why my eyes didn't even know how to, because that communication for the brain, my eyes just couldn't close because the signal was not being transmitted in the right way. It was and is at the moment, because I'm still not 100%. As the people who know me, you may find that my speech is not quite like it was, and still not being able to smile a full 100%. But I've been drinking Mount Pure Water lately, and I noticed that the smile is getting wider. You know, so oh God, this is a good water. It's one of the best water that I ever drank. And when I heard that this could do a lot of things to your system in terms of cleaning out, and I know that's what I really needed. The more smiles and laughter I could get right now, that's a better treatment than any medication for me. It's almost maybe a year now. You know, I've been drinking monk pure water, and I've been doing so religiously. And I could feel, I mean, I've been drinking other waters before, but I'm one of those guys who believe in local and natural stuff.
When I first saw Ajamu after he was sick, he was slow. I could see in his body he was slow, the way he speak. He was, you know, his voice was a lot slower. He came by the office to see me, and as he was leaving, I was coming in, and I saw him from the back, and I saw that spring in his step, and I went up to him. I said, Ajamu, is this you? I couldn't believe it was him, you know. And he tell me how he feels. He feels different, you know. He believes in the water, as he himself said. He is a man that believes in natural things, you know. So his body is not clogged up with all this mucus and all this acid, you know. So he knows, you know. I could see the difference. And it's very difficult for me to say I see the difference, because when you're looking, you can see, and your eyes is very deceiving. It will make you see whatever you want to see. But as he himself has said, he tells us how his body is feeling. So I think that is where we need it, when we have testimonies from people.
Rolanda is a friend of mine, and when I was told that she bought over the company and whatnot, and she was in charge of the monk pure water, and then we started speaking, and you know, I was asked to try the water as a sample, and I mean, it's unbelievable because I never drank that water before. And one thing is, the water tastes good. It's refreshing. It's like, I think there is some kind of energy vitamin supplement inside a day. I don't know. I mean, it might be natural, but when you drink the water, when I drink the water, I mean, and I'm a water guy, you know, because I'm a non-alcoholic drinker. And beverages, ain't my thing. I'm a juicer, like natural stuff. But I'm a water guy. And if you want to, don't tell anybody that, but that's a secret. Because I'm a water guy. You know, when I'm going out, I just got to have water. I drink a lot of water. And starting to use Monk Pure, I realized how sometime way I would probably get I feel dehydrated very quickly. With Monk Pure water, it lasts. You know, I don't know, something about that water is good. So yeah, no, I'm gonna be drinking this water. You know, it's hard to explain because it's a feeling kind of thing. You know, I just feel I wake up good in the morning. Joint aches and all that. Well, I'm not a very old man, you know, but sometimes, you know, I mean, in the past, I'm coming from where I come from with my health. When I try to get off the bed sometime in the morning, I feel like, okay, well, maybe I sleep on one side too much. But no, I'm getting up from the bed like a 16-year-old man, you know what I mean? And I still, me and my dog, Beauty, we go jogging in the morning, you know, and I'm up to speed, you know, so I don't know, but it refreshes me, you know, and I hardly leave home without water. And if it's one thing I'm gonna take with me, you know, I always have a bottle or two in my car somewhere that I could sip on, you know, and I think there are a lot of great, good health benefits from this water, and from the time I started drinking it, there's a noticeable change, you know. I'm only sorry now, and I hope this could be taken care of. It would be nice if I could use that water to cook, you know, but what I have is for, you know, daily consumption, you know, normally. But I don't know, because I think if I could maybe cook with that same water, that would bring some more nutrients to my food. So I don't know, maybe if I start getting some big, some big jugs, 100 gallons, I could start to do that, and then I'm going to let you know better. But putting all the joke aside, I think that this is helping me somehow. Yes, I think I wouldn't be far off if I say that Monk Pure Water might be responsible for doing those cells regeneration and all of that, because I'm telling you, I could feel a difference. And in terms of my strength, because if you have a good immune system, I'm not one of those guys who get the flu and all them kind of things. Not if you get once in a blue moon, And I would think that this water that I'm putting in my system, I think that it's doing things in there that you cannot behold with the naked eyes. But you could only feel that, I feel good, and for some reason, I think that what I put in me, and Monk Pure Water is a great percentage of that, and I think that's responsible for the way how I feel and what's the. I might not be far off if I say that it is contributing in terms of my cells rejuvenation. And I don't know if you heard me before, but I know that I'm speaking really good now. At times, I used to stutter and look for words and things like that, my phrases. And that gave me the confidence to say, well, you're good enough now that you can put your voice on record again. And I've been recording, and my daughter said to me, she said, "Daddy, you're back." You're back, because she said, I cannot tell. You sound so good. I cannot tell that, anything was wrong with you at all. So I think something's happening. And what I do know is I have developed this, it's like an addiction now. So you see how I just get on when I come down in the office to get my water. When you pass around, I want to break down the place. Well, this is not funny. It's because I just feeling like I have to have it. I think if I don't drink this water, I don't know, I may just lose my zeal, So keep it coming though. Yes.
Time with pleasure and danger walking side by side.